Yene openyi footbidding komo afa ho na yenhwe de ekọ yene energy policy analyst Benjamin Insia ending komo na yenhwe de ekọ whether indeed the aban no aye no is of good faith because of many stakeholders in Asia sisia na Ben bibi aboko there. Good morning.
Kojo bibi aboko. Good morning.
Yeah, the radio so say be kan GRA press no and as a press release I'm sure say the energy sector stakeholders some about tomuyem ana
Me that's it. When you yen I was Cedi, that's Center for Environmental Management and Sustainable Energy. This particular levy yan support from day one, and the principle is yentimi emfa nsuo engu kentemu because the more we see nsuo egu kentemu no kentenu benyu no and as a we see nsuo no. And that has been this levy process or petroleum products. So, I agree in the power sector where emco petrol so first can so now emphasize canon so cano, but power sector no I can take. The more I levy Ghana for no, the more contain creativity more a muy be and so on and we are wasting a lot of resources. So on that matter of principle, yeah, Sam said the Center for Environmental Management and Sustainable Energy Medano, we don't support it. Now Yemra back to say sector stakeholders and we don't know about other sector stakeholders, so many and so many, but I think that Yani and the whole rushed way, the lack of engagement, lack of consultations, the inconsistency, quick action for money, and as a quick action for revenue push of government, I'm more the petroleum user. The entire maker say, over this current window, the MPA establish or MPA, which is the National Petroleum Authority, establish certain parameters and I say indicators are the shebo. So indicators are also established in the Act 691 of MPA. And to say about amending, these are the indicators at the shebo. And these indicators must always, based on the Act, must be gazetted or must be published for the public to see. Now the second part is that over this window, there was indicators be at the shebo. But I couldn't say diesel ne bono. Last window na yeseng, and at this window yeseng. But me only say petrol bono. Last window na yeseng, and at this window yeseng. Me and say LPG board. Last window na yeseng, and at this window yeseng. 9 any KATK aviation fuel, kerosene. These are all projections. The shebo in each particular window. But me no say, okay, this current window, Minia. Lenke was said this $641 per metric energy diesel. They was said about $700 and going to $697 and the share petrol board. Now dollar was a this share board this window no. I get 10 Ghana cedis, 50 pesos, and it was said this share board. And over the maximum premiums of the BDCs, the maximum margins of the OMCs are in Kabo I deeper in this current window no. For diesel, 11 Ghana cedis, 74 pesos. What I'm finding is 80 pesos. The maximum price of petrol in this current window, 11 Ghana cedis, 60 pesos. So we have computation based on the differentials now make here. Nenke was a fuel no petrol need diesel in an boko form by at least 8% for diesel and 7% for petrol. But in my I see Kumak a projected less than 4% for petrol and about 4% for diesel. And that is why we think that this is so because government push channel and the businessmen in the industry are taking advantage of the petroleum consumer. And it is not the best. And if government has consulted CSOs, government has consulted SEMSE, at least in input, EBEMA, even though we don't support this particular levy, but say buying crackers still also implement here. The input bit mama buying I implement this levy in this current window and functions won't be a broso. But government didn't consult us, and now the businessmen are taking advantage of the user. And the area and him say MP enforce full compliance.
But my main business the same way. The ordinary Ghanaian will want to know say, okay, mon support to a levy na ye de to so no yate ase. Say see aban so catch them say menya kanea e de se bia nya mabro na menya misika no. O se kana e da ho no esese yetua. Between long term and short term and interim no e de empa na wususu as energy expert no. Ofo say aban ne betumi aye enmanim ha ya e betumi ama eye the issues of doom so no etumi agya ankasa ama ana abrase kra na ama Ghana man so ye ho atoye.
When you are dedicating, maybe to say, be say, yeah, this is covered doom so by Nipa and Yadrian, and I think that was a government push channel must be of sincerity, must be of truth from the beginning. Because in 2014, Bra set up a home say on imbalance and a deficit by Kessben or introduce special petroleum tax, one of the highest taxes on petroleum products. In recent history, 17.5% of ex-depot is the highest so far on the petroleum product in 2014, November, implementing in 2015. And say a buying per se on your size Ghana, which Ghana for say because of certain appreciation of the dollar, revenues are expecting, and Ghana revenues near and higher deficit, and here can be their support to government. And Kamania buying by but say a buying because we are doom so bebano. Are they telling us that now almost suspend this particular levy? The next month they could do so more now. Is that what they are telling us? I don't think so. Now the second part is that say Sikaya ma yintimintiaka and so because before say Sikaya grandma now by the can project 27 billion for this year, so this year power sector car. Are they telling us that they had in mind some taxing petroleum products are now? Is that what they are telling us that they had in mind before they made the projection of 27 billion Ghana cedis in this year's budget for sector shortfalls? No, and buying Canada. And revenue projections have already been made anyway. But we are buying Benyanifica free and not fuel in Kahon, Tiana so and Yanocre. The scientists are buying so fuel and they call it liquid fuel anyway, emergency fuel to power.
Yes.
And they mentioned that you hear $1.2 billion. It's not also true because already $1.2 billion has been earmarked for natural gas. This is say you signed the 1.2 billion emergency fuel. It means that we are spending 2.4 billion for only fuels for our thermal plants or combined cycle plants. And so I think the nuclear money say abai ihiaska and uhiaska also you come in truth and in sincerity, and that at that time now me organization I say yeah same say you best support work. I say yes, I think government is shorting revenue because of the appreciation of the city because one who project say pay petroleum receipts and as a petroleum revenue 16 billion Ghana cedis who make 16 billion Ghana cedis no with a CD projection or an say CD rate benchmark or the dollar 15 Ghana cedis 49 pesos or so, but the 15 Ghana cedis 50 pesos and or the dollar dollar and 10 Ghana cedis 50 pesos. So what lose revenue because what the 15 Ghana cedis they cast or expecting about 16 billion Ghana cedis dollar number less what lose revenue. The other point is that before Israel-Iran war in Ukraine now who benchmark is and petroleum revenue who benchmark fuel so beton and crude oil beton $74 per barrel because of say Trump by money Trump on Myanmar oil now fuel perform to about $60 per barrel. In terms of the price of the product you were losing, and also in terms of the appreciation of the city you were losing your petroleum revenues. And most of the projections why no be losing. When you come to explain to Ghanaians, this is how much I'm losing from petroleum revenue because of the appreciation of the city and also because of the price of the product on the international market. In Ghana, for Mumwa, I said the Mumwa 2014. I think Anka Kasa Biening, but say Kasa Yedi to fuel. And sometimes we ship every political party, every political communicator and I say Yedi to fuel. Until now, was suspending fuel and manner. Are we going to face them so? Likely, Quadrona will be our own opportunity. I ask them, are we going to do so the next week?
Yeah, some more. But
So I think there was no sincerity in their communication, and fortunately for us, the Iran-Israel war has exposed that communication.
Yes, I was even coming to that. Whether really their reason that they are giving and then President cautioning or probably alerting the Minister for Finance and Energy to look at the Iran-Israel war, with the oil.
Yes, so it has exposed the communication. In India, that doom so but I think that doom so because the only time we are going to get supply disruptions is September, and we know the magnitude of gas volumes loose, and provisions will be made, and to me cost you $1.2 billion. That is inaccurate. Say, but political corruption. Frivolous procurement will be cut and price could reduce. And also in November, supply disruptions, and we know the volumes of in standard cubic feet loose, and we make provisions for that because some of our thermal plants are also combined. They can use other fuel, and fuel is able use in your mobile, so and government must make revenue for that because fortunately for us, the appreciation for the seed, even though we are losing revenue, and also making a lot of rainfalls in the power sector. And I've said this somewhere, and I'm repeating on Kessben, say, if things go well at ECG and NETCO, this year they are likely going to make profit. Because one of the reasons why I want to make a profit is because of the depreciation of the currency. A Bribia currency never depreciates, and it affects them because almost at a price at a different currency, they are expected to mobilize it in a new currency and then pay the price in dollar because our contract in dollar. Into a Bribia obesity tariff, Cedi depreciation, it goes against them. And most of the losses they've recovered, they've discovered, or maybe they've published, reported in recent times, is because of the depreciation of the currency. Fortunately for us, you set end user tariff at 15 Ghana cedis, 69 pesos to the dollar, and all the centi end user tariff. Now, dollar and 10 Ghana cedis, 50 pesos. It is an 10 Ghana cedis, 50 pesos, which means then the ECG mobilizing even 500 Ghana cedis. Obey to me, anya dollar be brave, Edia Kuchiane Kakrama dollar Nibiaka. And for the first time, if you look at the cash waterfall mechanism, for the first time we are paying 50 million to category A. For the first time we are paying $56 million, and I'm mentioning dollars, to category A beneficiaries. Hitherto we're paying $43 million. So this year, they say even you manage ECG, and I say even I'm privatizing ECG, Madikaka. ECG is likely going to make one of the highest profit in recent times. So when making profit this year, I'm going to be break even because no Kanya now Tomano, I feel we know on yes cabros because Tomano 15 Ghana cedis, 59 pesos, and also or Tom we know Okutia dollar namana, or 10 Ghana cedis, 50 pesos, now it's not dollar no, or Yanisika boom, Edia Kutia, or Yan Fasobi. So revenue is windfalls are even coming from ECG. Windfalls are coming from NETCO. So windfalls are coming from there. Use the windfalls to offset or defray the debt. And the second part is that also the appreciation of the seed also krama or shortfall also take. Because our shortfall now are projecting 27 billion, 28 billion. These shortfalls are in dollars. The moment the CD has appreciated more than 30% compared to your budgeted CD rate to the dollar, in dollar terms. Then so being 27 billion and dear Kutia 27 billion. You need less 30% of the 27 billion and dear Kutioka. That is how much you need. So Sikano imbalances because import revenues are dropping. It is true because based on your projection, or import revenues, excise duties ever go from because some of these are pegged in dollars. And audio projection based on the second part, petroleum revenue ever go from because the price of the product has decreased under recent times, and also the city has also appreciated. You are losing. Let us know that this is the reality and be sincere with Ghanaians, and they will support you. But to come and tell us all the quota fuel, and you ship everybody in line to believe that all the quota fuel, to ship everybody in line to believe that one farm bar doom so beba. That has been the communication all year on from 2015. Yeah, in fact, tax we are doom so beba into the doom so 18. Because even the reforms needed to ensure that the sector becomes very efficient, we are not even engaging in those reforms.
So, Franklin Kujo, may share any post to be aware. I want to read to you and then hear your take and then and see or say.